If you like the setting of Isekai Nonbiri Nouka, or That Time I Was Reincarnated as a Slime, where the main character ends up building a small town, here are my 7 manga recommendations where the main character is managing a domain. This is a story of 30-year-old NEET named Yoshio. One day, an unknown parcel arrives to his house and the content is a game disc titled The Village of Fate. Once he started playing, he noticed that all of the villagers in the game are high-performing AIs, who behave remarkably close to human beings. In the game, Yoshio takes the role as the god of destiny, but his only options is to give a message once every day. The villagers treat this as a prophecy and will follow his instruction. As their faith increases and they pray to Yoshio, he gains miracle points where he can use them anytime to help the villagers in dire situations. Diaz is a very strong warrior and was rewarded with a vast territory due to his wartime contributions. He is a muscle bonehead with a pure heart. So after having met the horned Kijin girl Aruna who lives there, he was brought to their village, and after being judged as Diaz the Blue with no deceit, their village and Diaz started to coexist. Thus, he started being a lord with zero population. Here the MC was ridiculed for having a useless crest and sent away to a remote island. When he grabbed an ice axe to somehow explore the cave, the true effect of his crest was revealed. After meeting a group of goblins who decided to live with him, they started to reclaim this uninhabited island and make it their own. More people started to drift in their island and they started to build it into a thriving settlement. Shizuko Ayano Koji is an ordinary schoolgirl of the 21st century. She studied in an agricultural high school. One ordinary day, she time-slipped into the distant past and almost got attacked by bandits. Luckily, she was saved by one of the soldiers of Oda Nobunaga. Choosing between life or death, she decided to serve under Nobunaga. Then, she was tasked to use her agricultural knowledge to manage a small farming village to ultimately support Nobunaga in his conquest of Japan. A 36-year-old home improvement staff Masaru is sent to another world because of a bet between gods. Reincarnated in a young body, bunch of skills that are good for his own professions, decides to do construction again. He then met a girl with rabbit ears who led him to their village. Thus, his slow life to make improvements on his newfound home begins. A woman gets hit by a truck and gets sent to a world of an otome game that she had played earlier that same day. She then reincarnated into the body of Iris Lana Armilia, the firstborn of the Duke in Tasmeria Kingdom. After her engagement with the second prince got called off, she was then sent by his father to their domain to act as a Fief lord. Thus, she started making reforms to improve her people's lives. This arc is a bit on the middle of the available chapters, but eventually she will be managing her own Fief. Being able to freely transfer to the fantasy world and back to Earth at her will, Mitsuha strives to earn gold to be financially able to survive. After opening up her store in the capital, she will eventually be in the middle of the upcoming war. With her major contribution on this war, she eventually became a noble and was granted a fiefdom to manage. Thus, she relocated there and starts a new arc of being a lord. Kai, who was reincarnated into a different world, while growing up discovers his unique ability that he can travel in a parallel world called Pioneering Village. He then met Enel, who will be helping him to manage the village. All his actions will eventually help level up this village, and as the village grows in levels, he will get more benefit from it. On his coming-of-age ceremony, he is then thrown away by the corrupt church into an isolated island full of dangerous demons. There, he met Abyss, a female child who saved him from a beast attack. They eventually live together and strive to survive while rebuilding their own town. I hope you enjoyed this list as much as I did. Please leave a comment below if you want to suggest other genre for me to work on. Thank you for being here. Cheers!